Hello, folks. So this this video was so obvious to me, I didn't even want to make a video about it. But I have some interesting things I'm gonna add to the video, so stay tuned for that. But as the title says, Terapagos was banned in like pretty much 24 hours. It got banned about an hour ago at the time of recording this video, at least. And yeah, we kind of all know why. So if you don't know who Terapagos is, it's this little guy. I'm not going to show the fully evolved form to avoid spoilers for people. This is not the real thing. So it's a little turtle guy. He seems kind of nice and harmless at first. I mean, 450 BST. But the problem is it turns into Mr. Terapagos Stellar when it comes onto the field, which is like, okay, that's okay. Like, we can handle that. Like, that's not a big deal. Like, right? Like, even 600 BS. Well, that's actually pretty ridiculous too. Actually, this might be fully evolved form. This might be yeah, actually this is the 700 BST form. So when you Tera Mr. Terapagos, this is what you end up with. You end up with this 700 BST monster. The problem with it though is before it turns into Mr. Terapagos Stellar, it turns into Mr. Terapagos Terastal. So let me see if I can... Oh, well, I fucked it up, but that's okay. Basically, what happens is when you turn to Mr. Terapagos Terastal, you get this ability, Tera Shell, which means you're the first, or not the first hit, but any damage dealing move that you're hit with when your HP is full is not very effective, which is pretty good because it's basically multi-scale, but on crack. Because if someone hits you with, I tried this yesterday. I was using triple axle Chinchino, and I used it against a Terapagos. I think it was triple axle, or maybe it was bullet seed. I don't know. It was some multi-hit move. I used it against Mr. Terapagos, and it not only resists, it not only have the damage for the first hit, but it's not very effective for the entire turn, which of course means that triple axle is going to be resisted the whole time. Whereas with Dragonite, for example, yeah, multi-scale protection for that first hit, but then all bets are off, destroyed. So pretty epic Pokemon. So not only is this Pokemon very epically defensive, it has amazing setup opportunities. It has Calm Mind, which is awesome because its signature move is a base 120 power stab move. Very cool, Game Freak. It also has Store Power to utilize these boosts. It also has Rock Polish to double its speed. Yes, speed was a crazy factor on this thing. I actually usually ran like 228, I think. There's an Iron Crown. It's Iron something. There's an Iron Pokemon. It's Iron Terrakion. It's like the fastest thing in the game, and I'd always make sure my double speed would be faster than that thing at +1. Anyway, sorry, that's a really niche interaction maybe, but that's kind of the speed tier I went at. It's fast enough, it's strong enough. When you Tera into your stellar form, you also gain a new ability, Terraform 0, so you wipe out all weather and terrain. And then, of course, your Tera Starstorm turns into the Stellar type, which does super effective damage against all terastallized Pokemon, which is a really interesting interaction. I'm not sure what it does against every other Pokemon. It seemed to be always doing neutral damage. So, I don't know exactly. I'm sorry I'm not the expert. I really don't know. I wish I could tell you more, but I don't know. This Pokemon is so new. This type chart matchup is so new. I can't tell you any more than that with 100% confidence, but that's what I got. So Terapagos, goodbye. 700 BST, setup, cheese, bullshit, good riddance, never gonna see you again. So here's the problem. I'm gonna be in Vegas this week. So that is an issue because there's gonna be more bans happening. More than likely, at least. Because the council usually bans at least 3 or 4 Pokemon within 2 weeks after a new either update happens, new Pokemon drop, etc., etc. Except when it's like freaking Chestnut drops, like no one cares. But like, you know what I mean. So I'm going to talk about some Pokemon that I think have a chance of being on the radar. And first off, we got Deoxys S. So Deoxys S is getting talked about a lot. It is a super fast Pokemon. It can run Spike's lead, or it has access to Nasty Plot too, which is really nasty. Because then you can use Psycho, boost. You can use Dark Pulse. You can use Shadow Ball. I believe it has Shadow Ball. Yeah, you have a ton. Let's actually look at all the coverage moves you got. You got Energy Ball, Flash Cannon, Focus Blast, Ice Beam. You can run Bolt Beam coverage with Thunderbolt Ice Beam, which is really crazy. Now, it's coming off a 95 space special attack, but it's also with 180 speed, and we know what happened with Regieleki, right? I mean, that thing was beyond busted, and that only had 100 base speed. Now, granted, it had Transitor, which was a Life Orb boost to electric moves, but you get what I'm trying to say here. Obviously, it's going to show up on the radar. They expected this. I'm pretty sure they expected this. I'm pretty sure it's going to be on the radar. If I was on the council, I would vote do not ban. I think this probably has the best chance out of the Pokemon that I said that I'm going to say of getting banned, though. I personally would not ban it, though. I think that the meta needs some more time to settle before banning Deoxys S. Kyurem S. I think this thing's getting banned. Ninetales is going to make a return, and on top of the Snow buff, which gives Kyurem a defense boost to its already bolstering 125-90 physical defense, you can run Freeze. You have so much set variety. You can run heavy duty boots now. You can run a special set of Freeze. You have recovery with Roost. Oh, you don't have recovery with Roost. Oh, you don't have recovery anymore. Well, shoot. Maybe you're not as good as I thought then. I thought this thing's still a recovery. I guess not, though. Okay, well, that puts a damper on my argument, but I still think it's OP because you can run heavy duty boots. You can run loaded dice with Icicle Spear and Scale Shot. Yeah. And then you obviously have Dragon Dance still. I know you for sure have Dragon Dance because I was using that. You can use a coverage move. You can use Body Press, which actually is boosted by the snow. You can use Focus Blast. And that's for steel types, obviously. You could run, do you have Flash Cannon? Yeah, you have Flash Cannon on the special side, and you have Iron Head on the physical side for fairy types. So basically, you have like a million sets you can run, except for Roost, I guess. You can't run recovery anymore. I think it's going to get banned with the snow buff. Just my take. Darkrai. I don't think this thing's going to get banned, but I definitely see it showing up on the radar. Why? Because it has a 135, 125 offenses, and it's strong as hell. And there's like 3 sets it can run. We already talked about this a little bit yesterday, but you can run a Hypnosis, Nasty Plot set. You can run a Substitute for Nasty Plot subs easier. You have a great move pool. If you really want to run Bolt Beam, you could run Thunder Ice Beam, or you could run Thunder Blizzard if you're really that risky. You have Sludge Bombs for fairies. You have a very good move pool. You have Focus Blast for steel types if you really need that, I guess. You have a very good move pool. Or, you could just run straight up choice specs and just run like 4 attacking moves. That's also a very good option. I've been running it. You have Trick as well, so you can cripple walls as well on the switch in. It's like Rotom Wash but in BDSP but on crack. It's very good. It's very good. But I don't see it getting banned until the meta settles a bit, and then we're like, okay, we need to ban this. Volcarona, again, I think this is a very scary Pokemon. I don't think it needs banned at this time. Again, I think as the meta settles, we'll need to figure that out. But rain teams are so good right now between Barraskewda and Kingdra, in my opinion, and Archuleta now. I don't think Volcarona is going to get banned this time around. But again, as the meta settles and you can be more predictive with who you need to mirror up into and match up Moth with. I think it's worth putting on the radar. Light Clay, as represented by the beautiful Ninetales Alola. Light Clay has gone on the radar twice now, I think. I think it at least got on the radar when the holy cow. When the Teal Mask dropped. And I think it could have a chance to do that again. Because Snow is just really good right now. Hyper Offense is really good. I don't think it'll get banned. I do think it'll be on the radar because that's just been the nature of things. Maybe it was when Home dropped. Maybe it was when Home dropped and then the Teal Mask dropped. They got on the radar both times. So I think it's just going to get on the radar for tradition's sake. I don't think it's going to get banned. And it usually doesn't. It's usually not the root of problems. Ninetales is definitely coming back to OU, but it's not even OU right now. So, and then Roaring Moon, I would think it would. I would vote do not ban. I could see it getting banned though. But the thing is, there are Pokemon that are faster than this now in which one is it? It's Iron Boulder. Yeah, Iron Boulder at 124 base speed stat and a booster energy on deck. This is also the Pokemon that I was saying Terapagos would always be faster than. 381. So that's what, 381, 190, 570, 571 base speed. That is very, 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 very fast. And it can come out faster than Roaring Moon even after +1 with Dragon Dance, and it can destroy it with close combat. So I'm not saying that one niche interaction is going to make Roaring Moon like immediately like, oh, it's not OP, it's not OP. I'm not saying that because it's still very good with knockoff and choice band. Especially with some teams right now who are trying out Thunderclap guy and Toxapex's burn move. But I think it's going to be put on the radar. I think it will. I don't think it'll get banned this time around, but again, this is just a very speculative list. So I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep a pinned comment updated throughout the week, see how accurate I've been with who's going to be on the radar. I don't even feel like talking about Gliscor. The meta is way too offensive right now for me to even consider putting that piece of shit on here. So I'm not even going to talk about it. I don't even think it's going to get put on the radar as of right now, at least. I think that one will be fine. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying the Indigo Disk meta. I hope you guys enjoyed the DLC. I had a blast with it. I'll probably be writing a review for my paper for it. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. And oh, gotta tell you, leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you agree with my list? Who knows, maybe you're watching this 3 days from now and you want to see how you want to just make fun of me for how inaccurate I am. That's definitely a possibility. Let me know in the comments down below, and yeah, we'll talk to you guys later. Peace.